Hey everybody. I guess we started working on the interlocking tower. This is going to be a tough kit. Like I said, I've never built a wood kit before, so this is going to be quite an adventure for me. I'm going to periodically video what I'm doing. Since I don't know how long this is going to take. Excuse me. I don't know how long this is going to take, so this could go on for hours. No, we're not going to do that. I'll just tape, the important parts. So some of the work was already done. All the pieces here were cut out already. Well, I cut the centers out, the windows and doors, but the actual cardboard was already cut off the main frame. So basically I just sand them up, remove the inside particles, and I'm in the process of gluing the wood here. I put two 1/8" strips on. I believe this is, that's weird because I've got east, west, north, and south designations for these walls. So this is actually the east wall. And we're going to put this aside over here for now. And I would assume that we're going to take the west wall, which is this one here, and we're going to have to, well, first we're going to have to file it down a little bit. Then I'll be putting, wood strips on here. And just a quickie, just a little quick couple of things with the sandpaper here, nothing serious. There you go, that just smooths the sides out. Anything along the top. Let's sand it down a little bit. And I'll take some of these 1/8" sticks, wood sticks, and figure out how long to make them. Cut it off. Then we're going to go ahead and glue them down on here. Super glue. Just a couple of drops. I'm just going to line these up right with the edge of the wall. Hopefully. Yeah. I'll let that dry. And then when that one's done, we'll do one on the other side of the wall. Now we should be able, in theory, I stopped to sand these down yet, smooth these out. And I'm going to paint all this stuff, but not until it's kind of pretty much assembled. I take the airbrush and shoot the inside even after it's been assembled. And after that dries, I can shoot the outside. Then I can go ahead and put the windows in. And then we'll move on to the next area of the build. This is these are very interesting kits. I just have no experience with this, so I'm hoping it comes out good. That's why I did the interlocking tower first. Although, you know, when I do the new layout, I'll have a nice place to put it. I don't really have a place to put it on my current layout, but it doesn't make sense to put anything down anyway because it's going to be torn down. But this is going to be a good looking model when I'm done, I hope anyway. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and pause for a little bit and I'll come back when I get a little further along and we'll continue from there. Alright, we're back again. Yeah, I jumped ahead a little bit here, couldn't help it. I got 3 of the walls kind of glued together. You have to do a lot of finish sanding on this. Yeah, I wish I had that little jig that cousin Vinny's got. That would have made things a lot easier for this. I'm going to have to go out and buy one. Because I'm going to have a kind of a tough time of getting all this stuff lined up right. I got a little bit of sanding to do. It would have been a lot easier if I'd had some sort of a jig to get everything perfect. So now I've got, of course, put this wall in, and how much of this you can see. That's got to go inside there, like so. And then I believe I could paint both inside and outside at that point. And I won't show that online. I'll just do it, and I'll show you after it's done. And after that, of course, there'll be putting the windows in, then the roof. Actually, there's a second floor. This thing actually has an interior in it, which is really cool. Here, it's got floor plan here somewhere. It's got, of course, the interlocking machine goes on against one wall. It's got a desk, 2 desks actually. And a table, I guess, for like eating or whatever. And chairs. It's really cool. They really pay a lot of attention to detail. And also, it doesn't come with lighting, but it gives an illustration of how you should set up your lights if you decide to do so. And I'm going to go ahead and light it because it would be foolish not to. So there's a lot of painting to do, a lot of assembly yet. That's why he said this may take the course of several days, but I could probably condense it into maybe like a 1 hour or a 2-part, 1 hour each part series. I'm not sure how yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the feet again and go a little further. Then I'll start sanding and stuff. I might turn the camera on briefly to show you what it looks like before I paint it. Once I get everything all sanded down and the edges right and all that. And we'll go from there, so stay tuned. Alright, we're back. And I went ahead and get some focus going on here. There we go. So, I got the 4 walls together and I got the floor in too. I went ahead and painted the inside and did the second coat. So it's almost time to sand down. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the edge. I think I might try and find... It doesn't show it, I don't think, but I could probably put something decorative on the corners to hide the gaps. Yeah, still have to do a little bit of sanding here, I think, though, because the one's inset a little bit. Then I'll repaint the outside. And after that, the windows will go in next. And then I have to paint the furniture. I've got a desk, a couple of desks, a table. I think 2 desks and a table. And the control panel for the interlock mechanism. Yeah, I can throw a couple of people in there if I could find some. So I'm going to pause the camera again, and I'll be back after I probably have the outside painted in. So stand by. Okay, I think we're a little off over here for some reason. There we go. Alright, so we're back. Oh. And it's like midnight. I'm working on this thing for quite a few hours. But I got it painted. And got 4 coats of yellow on there, and in some areas it looks a little, actually looks a little naturally weathered, so I'm going to leave it that way. I got the interior painted. So the next thing will be the windows and doors. Then after that, the interior furniture. And I'm gonna put some strips on the outside to hide the imperfections of where it's put together. It's gonna look really good when I get done with it, I hope. I'm gonna pick that up tomorrow because it's pretty late and I'm tired and I want to go to bed, so that's where we're at so far. Matter of fact, you know what, I'm going to call this the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which will come in a couple of days. So, as always, keep it on the rails and stay tuned for part 2 of the interlocking tower construction build. Yeah, that sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? Alright, anyway, we'll be back, so see you on the next video. Bye.